First up, we'll talk about the DCU, but we're not going to go too in depth to it because we did a whole thing on it last week. But really, just the remnants of the chaos that was last week are being corrected, being talked about, and trying to confirm, and just some other stuff that we kind of saw coming are just being confirmed. So Henry Cavill obviously out as Superman. The Pattinson Batman is confirmed to not be in the DCU by James Gunn. And then speaking of Superman, James Gunn is going to be writing the Superman movie following a young Clark Kent. And building off of this, he said that the DCU reboot is not looking to redo origin stories for all of these superheroes, looking to just not do that because it's been rehashed too many times. Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, and at this point, every single Justice League member has been cut from the DCU. They're gone, not coming back. Ezra Miller, don't know how they were the last one to be cut out of this whole thing.
What? So they're definitely done. There's no way they're coming back. But if that happens, crazy. But what is the Flash movie gonna be now, man? Because
that's still
if
getting the same release date.
It's just got to reset the universe at this point. I feel like that's its only
Really?
purpose.
It's surprising.
Yeah, I think they're just
going
going to change the ending. I think they're somehow just going to change the ending in post-production. Because, I don't know how long post-production takes, but you have, 2-3 months? I assume they can change something. But, man, they've have you seen the Flashpoint animated show or movie, George?
Yep.
The point of it is, like, a lot of characters. I don't know what they're going to do. It's multiverse of madness, but with even less cameos.
Yeah. So two things on that Flash movie. One, I feel like it's been like locked in that's going to be a DC reset for a while. I think that was even decided before James Gunn came on. I remember it was the end of last year when we were finding out about this that the Flash movie is going to be essentially a starting all over point. So I think it would be advantageous to James Gunn, if that is the case, to just carry along with that movie, release it. Don't worry about Ezra Miller. The movie's probably not going to make a lot because of them, but just continue it, because if it is a hard reset, then you have to do. You've dropped all of the Justice League characters. You have to embrace it. It's bittersweet to see all these guys go. But it's better than having 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out of the door, which they had for quite some time. I have a question. What is going to happen with the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker?
I think James Gunn said Peacemaker is going to be like a legacy series because he's still making season two. They're making a season 2. And so I'm guessing.
Like, it's not going to be connected to the DCU anymore?
I don't know. I heard the term legacy series, so like he's still gonna do it, but no, in my opinion, that sounds like he's gonna do it, but it's not gonna be connected. I don't know though, honestly. Also, next question: what's your guys' thoughts on? I've seen a ton of tweets about the Flash, Aquaman 2, Shazam 2. What's the point in seeing them if they don't matter? And then you get a bunch of replies that it's like, this is how superhero movies have ruined, the movies in general, because everything has to be connected. I don't think everything has to be connected, but I fear that these movies are going to I'm going to see them, obviously. I fear that these movies are still going to try to set something up that's never going to happen, because, they've already been made, so they probably have some sort of tie into the greater DC universe. I'm not saying everything needs to be connected, but when you make 3 movies that are connected and then they're not connected to anything else, it kind of just feels weird.
I don't know if, and obviously Shazam is a part of the DCU, but at the same time, Shazam 1 had no ties to the greater DC universe.
What is Shazam?
All because of The Rock.
It's a child that has the power of the gods, and if he says Shazam, he becomes a superhero.
I saw the trailer.
He becomes Zachary Levi.
I saw the trailer for the first time before Avatar yesterday. I will not be watching that. There is no.
It's a movie George hates, and I think is not that bad.
I don't hate it. I give it a 2.5 out of 5. It's just the most corny, cheesy. It's got the worst.
Is it for kids though? Is it like a kids?
I mean,
I quite liked it, honestly.
It's PG-13, but it's way it's way more lighthearted than a lot of DC content. Yeah, Shazam. I don't know. I don't hate it.
But
I'm not going to defend it with my life.
Yeah, so for me, honestly, when I review superhero movies in the MCU or the DCEU, my score gets altered pretty much absolutely 0% based on how much it connects with anything. So I still think I'll watch these and enjoy them. I know in the back of my mind I'll be like, this doesn't mean anything, but I still think I'll watch them and enjoy them for what they are, because I do like genuinely do agree with that criticism that like superhero movies have ruined people's expectations to the point where like if it's not connecting to 7 other movies, it's a bad film. So I still think I can watch this and like appreciate it for what it is. All these movies coming out, so I'm not like not gonna see them because they're not connecting to anything. I'll still watch them and give them a fair score.
Yeah.
I think the people who it ruins for are people that only watch superhero movies. You know, like they're gonna be like, fuck it, I'm not seeing this. But they aren't gonna watch any other movies anyways.
But they still will watch it though, won't they? That's the thing.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah, same. Like, continue.
Yeah, just some quick final things. Ben Affleck in talks to direct a possible future DC film. I think Cam maybe last week said that Ben Affleck's one of the most underrated directors out there right now. So I think that'd be cool. I think
he's good.
Even in his outside of DC stuff, I think his style of directing would just totally work with the DC universe. Obviously, we have no clue what style James Gunn wants to go towards, but I still think it'll work. And then just funny petty news, which I saw something that said like is not confirmed, but I feel like it's kind of hard to not confirm it. And I feel like it's The Rock PR saying like making something out of like The Rock unfollowed DC and all their social media. I just feel like that's something hard to like be fake news. Like I feel like The Rock just like followed them back and was like, look people, I never unfollowed them. Like that's just such, from what we've seen about Dwayne The Rock Johnson the past like 2 months, that would be such a Rock thing. Just refollow them quickly and be like, look guys, like I know it says followed 17 minutes ago, but I've been following them for years. I just think it's funny, and just like
this is just bad journalism. It's just who cares, like really.
Well, it is interesting
because people probably do care, don't they?
It is like interesting though, just because Black Adam did release on HBO Max the other day, and he like hasn't posted anything about it, and like that's just like shitty because I get like he's disappointed that it didn't do as well as possible, but it's still a movie he put a lot of his soul into.
Did it do bad? I haven't really seen.
I think basically there's so many conflicting reports, but I think what we can all pretty much agree on is like it broke even is about where it's at.
Well, to be fair, it might have lost, it might have made money, but it's also been reported that he leaked fake news to like Deadline to imply that it made money and just basically committed fraud, which is hilarious. But yeah, so I think that's why I think the report that he leaked the fake making money news to Deadline is just funny.
Yeah.
One thing, Tyler, that I do want to touch on is that you went over a little bit is that Ta-Nehisi Coates, I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, and J.J. Abrams are still making their Superman movie, which revolves around a black Superman. I don't know who's going to be cast in it or not, but what are your guys' opinions on having 2 Supermen? Are they both going to, and they can be different characters, obviously, like they're both not Clark Kent.
I didn't even hear about this. Fair enough.
I mean,
but no, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's your opinion on having 2 Supermen? Are they both going to be in the DCU?
I'm fine with it because basically the way I liken it too is because last week I said I didn't want 2 Batmans because that's 2 Batmans and 2 Bruce Waynes, same character, different universes. Whereas this is more like Miles Morales versus Peter Parker, so they're not the same person. So that's where like I'm like fine with it.
But, I mean, Spider-Man did it, so why wouldn't it? Okay, yeah.
Right.
I'm in.
George,
right, that works.
How about you?
You guys, you said everything I wanted to say. I want to touch on the Ben Affleck stuff, actually. If
go
you
for
guys
it.
don't mind, quickly. What is his, like, and I get he played Batman, obviously, at the start of, like, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. He was very passionate about playing the character of Batman, but I don't think he falls that far from, like, Henry Cavill in terms of, like, being fucked over by the DCU. Like, and I've said this before, but, like, if I were Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck, I'm telling DCU to like go fuck themselves.
I'm glad that he got his own. He's doing that Warhammer production, isn't he? Warhammer
that I'm
That's
very
quite
happy.
nice. He's got his own thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but like Ben Affleck coming back to direct a DC movie, just it feels very odd considering what they did to like his character of Batman.
What did they do? I mean, I've not seen it.
Well, just like recasting, basically.
Yeah, they're recasting him. Yeah, they're just dogging him.
I don't know, like
and how many films did he do?
Like 2. Well, 3 because Justice League. But like, why did Andrew Garfield come back for Spider-Man No Way Home? He got like fucked over by Sonyverse. Like, it's kind of like, I think at some point, money, but also I think with Henry Cavill specifically, he loves Superman. But I think a lot of times people might overreact to how much people are attached to these characters because maybe I'm missing something, but I never got the same level of energy from Ben Affleck that he was like so passionate about Batman, the same level as Henry Cavill with Superman. Did he get fucked over? Absolutely. So did Gal Gadot. So did the guy who plays Cyborg. Yeah, anyone.
Yeah, Ray Fisher.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's just kind of, and specifically for Ben Affleck, I think he will absolutely be involved in the future of DC, whereas Henry Cavill probably not, unless he's get recast. It's not like Henry Cavill's not like a director, whereas Ben Affleck like naturally will probably be involved in DCU and might even be one of James Gunn's like right hand mans that's like helping him plan this universe. We don't know.
Yeah.
Is Andrew Garfield the same comparison though? Because that's going from Marvel to the MCU. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit different, is it not?
Andrew Garfield was essentially scrapped by Sony because they still had the rights to Spider-Man, and the MCU I think wanted to move forward with out him essentially. I don't think his Spider-Man really fit what they were going for in the MCU. I think Tom Holland kind of embodies that true teenager more than Andrew Garfield did.
Right, which also I think will make the pill easier to swallow for people like Ben Affleck. Is the Batman reboot's not going to look like Ben Affleck. It's not going to be the grizzled 45-year-old. It'll probably be someone like the Superman recast is going to be younger than Henry Cavill. So it's not like they're just going to be like, oh, they just traded me in for a different model. It's going to be like, okay, I can clearly see why they had to go a different direction here. But we'll see. I'm excited to see whenever they present this. Sounds like early 2023 they might present like a keynote or something. Sounds like it'll be more low-key than what Marvel does with their big presentations. But I wish they would do something like a Marvel did, because that'd be electric seeing James Gunn on stage. But